Julio Valdez, and let's go to the ring announcer, Ed Darien.
Welcome to the sensational Sands Hotel Casino here in Atlantic City, New Jersey, for this afternoon's North American Boxing Federation lightweight title bout, which is scheduled for 12 rounds. In the ring at this time, the man in charge of the scheduled 12-round title bout, referee Rudy Battle. Introducing the principals. In the red corner, wearing the white trunks with the red trim, along with the red accessories, he is tipping the scales at 132 3/4 pounds. This young man is a native of the Dominican Republic and now resides in New York City, New York. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the challenger, Julio Valdez. And his opponent in the blue corner, wearing the all-maroon trunks with the silver trim and the multiple accessories. He is weighing in at an even 135 pounds. He is a native of Youngstown, Ohio, the NABF lightweight champion. Ladies and gentlemen, Ray Boom Boom Mancini.
Well, the referee, Rudy Battle, has the fighters in the middle of the ring for the final instructions as we see the tail of the tape. 20-year-old Ray Mancini. What a career he's had in such a very short time as a professional. Julio Valdez, 29 years of age. Weighed in, as you can see, at 32 3/4 compared to 135 for Mancini. Has a slight height and reach advantage, and Mancini has shown that doesn't really make much difference to him with his style. He just bores in there anyway. Mancini, 21-1. His only loss at the hands of the great champion, Alexis Arguello. 16 knockouts in his 21 victories, including his last outing against Manuel Abadoy. Valdez, his record, according to Ring Magazine, 18-9-1 with 4 knockouts. But as we indicated, has lost only twice since 1975, and indeed some of the earlier losses are in dispute by the Valdez camp, the records from the Dominican Republic. Valdez in white, Mancini in the burgundy-colored trunks on the right of your screen. Now on the left.
Tim, Valdez is a very, very clever fighter. It's going to take a lot of determination, pressure, and concentration by Mancini to keep this guy in front of him. See, he moves. Just look at these cute, you'll start from the beginning, see these cute moves he makes.
Valdez has victories over a couple of exceptional boxers, Alfredo Escalera and Ralph Racine. He also has wins over Reese Davila and Marco Barahona. Ranked 10th by the North American Boxing Federation, unranked by the world bodies. Mancini currently number 5 by the WBC, number 10 by the WBA.
Mancini's objective has to be to get Valdez to trade with him.
What he's doing wrong right now, Gil, he's following ring around the ropes, and he can't do that. Got to cut off the ring on this guy, or he's going to wind up following him all night long and get himself licked.
By the way, gentlemen, the scoring today will be a combination of New Jersey and NABF rules and regulations. The 10-point must system is in effect in the scoring. 10 points is the winner of a round, 9 or less the loser of a round. 3 judges will do the scoring.
Valdez is also a sneaky counter-puncher, Tim, and his best counter-punch is a short right uppercut. He looks to bring a fighter into it. He hasn't used it as yet.
Valdez was in training for another fight against Manny Bernarosa. It was scheduled for the 15th of January, so he is in excellent shape. And, of course, Mancini was preparing for Ernesto España. So they're both ready for today.
Well, I hope that Abadoy fight went a little further, because that's what I was concerned about. In the Abadoy fight, Mancini wound up with a bloody nose. He's trying to get marked up already.
He does bleed easily from the nose, Angelo. That's something we discussed with his manager and trainer. Just a cartilage problem of some kind that he does seem to bleed easily, but as you no doubt are alluding to, that can be a problem as a fight goes on if he gets hurt early in the nose.
Definitely.
Breathing.
Mess up his breathing problem.
It's not so much the nose now as it is the left eye. And there was that right uppercut that I mentioned earlier that Valdez likes to use. Mancini's left eye is starting to look a little red and ugly.
Under 30 seconds to go. We're in round 1, scheduled for 12. Tim Ryan, Angelo Dundee, and Gil Clancy for the North American lightweight championship.
Valdez has moves that nobody's invented as yet, except him.
Final seconds now of round number 1. the scheduled 12-round NABF Lightweight Championship. Julio Valdez, the little devil, that means, in English, on the right of your screen, now living in the Bronx, and Ray Boom Boom Mancini, now on the right of your screen.
I noticed that Ray's trying to get loose because he's tight as a drum. He can't get his shots off. He's fighting this kid the wrong way. He's got to get loose, use that jab a little more, get his distance. Well, he's not going to hit him with those hooks and those wings.
Angel, you mentioned that earlier. He shouldn't look to get this guy out with one punch. You have to find this guy. You've got to reach him. If you can't hit a guy with a jab, you're not going to be able to hit him with anything else.
They worked on the left eyebrow of Mancini between the first and second round. A little swelling there from round number 1.
Yeah, I noticed they used that steel thing. I know some other kid by the name of Angelo used it one time. And swell.
A piece of metal that you chill and use to reduce the swelling. Is that correct?
You notice these moves by Valdez. Most fighters move almost all the time to their left. Valdez is very, very comfortable sliding out to his right, and it's a very good escape move for him. There he goes to his right now. It's so easy for him to do. That's not easy for a fighter to do.
Mancini landed a good left to the body, his first good, tough body punch of the fight thus far, and he scored again to the chest. Valdez, with his movement, has been in command of this early going. We are in round 2.
Both fighters have no problem moving around the ring because they're both wearing leather-soled shoes. I think the nadir guy is Mr. Mancini's wearing his shiny shoes.
Valdez just landed that beautiful right-hand uppercut short. It's a great counterpunch. That's what Ray has to do. Look for that body, stay inside, and make this guy punch with him. It's really tough to trap Valdez.
He landed the left of the body and then came up with the left of his head. Under a minute to go in round 2. This 20-foot ring certainly nice for Valdez, too.
Oh, he likes it right at home in there, and he's using every inch of it.
Valdez told us he'd watched Mancini on television and felt all along he could beat him. All of a sudden, he got an opportunity. This is a big opportunity for him. Mancini has a contract to fight the winner of the 3-ounce WBA World Title fight. He can't look beyond here. He does not want to blemish his record any further than the 1 defeat to Arguello, nor does he want to lose the North American crown.
There goes that right hand, Gil.
Yeah, he set it up with the right hand uppercut, then came over with it. There's the right hand uppercut again.
11 seconds to go. Indeed, we're down in the final seconds now, round number 2. Round number 3, as we see again, they're working on that swelling, slight swelling in the left eyebrow. Mancini comes out like a bull here in round number 3. Tim Ryan with Angelo Dundee and Joe Clancy. A more determined attack by Mancini. It looked a little confused to us in the first couple of rounds.
Well, I tell you, he's still confused, and he's not going to do no good doing what he's doing right now. He's got to fight him with aggression, but smart aggression. He'll have him run into a punch.
Well, as we mentioned, Valdez has that short right uppercut, but the counter for that uppercut is a good left hook. If Mancini can catch this guy throwing that uppercut and hit him with the hook, everything can change.
I'd like to remind our local stations along the line, we'll have a 30-second station break at the end of this round. Mancini scoring and getting a rise from his fans here. Many of whom have come from Youngstown, Ohio, and the surrounding area to support Ray Boom Boom Mancini.
Another thing about Valdez, not only is he clever, he's not ashamed to grab. Some fighters think it's a sin to grab. If he gets hurt or he's a little confused, he grabs. Gets himself back together again. There's that uppercut and a right hand on top.
Good combination landed by Valdez, the challenger for the North American title.
See, there's that move to the right again. Such a good escape move. All these young fighters should watch that and watch it closely.
Valdez is starting to gamble a little bit, Gil. That's a mistake. You got to fight the fight he's fighting, keep running, grabbing, hitting. That's the only fight he's going to lick Mancini with. If you start trading with him, he's going to get himself knocked out.
Well, that's what we had mentioned earlier, Ange, that Mancini's objective is to get this guy to trade with him. That's what he has to do, and of course we know Valdez has to box. So this becomes really a strategic battle here.
Tomorrow, more championship action, a world title. WBA Featherweight Championship, Eusebio Pedrosa from Panama, defending against Juan Laporte from New York. Should be a dandy. all part of our big Super Bowl day on CBS. Under a minute to go in round 3. Mancini missing with that left hook. Valdez with a good grip on him. Rudy Battle, the referee, gets them separated. That's 30 seconds to go now in round number 3. Mancini trying to pin Valdez on the ropes, and that's difficult to do against this slippery customer.
The will of the wisp, got Valdez.
Well, by one good right hand, Gil, changed around the whole complexion of the fight. He hit that Valdez with a good right hand, and it changed it around.
Into the final seconds now of round number 3 with Valdez backing up a little more.
Don't point that fucking thing at us.
Trainer Murphy Griffith with instructions for Ray Mancini. Paul Percyfield trying to reduce the little bit of swelling over the left eyebrow and also a little under the right eye. Mancini, however, still looks fresh and strong, but he walked into a left hand from Valdez, and they go toe-to-toe momentarily here in round 4.
In between rounds, that Murphy complained about the Julio Valdez holding to the referee, and he cautioned him in the corner.
Valdez is slugging with him now. It's toe-to-toe.
Valdez landed a good combination in that exchange.
He sure did. 5 or 6 good solid punches.
Has only 4 knockouts in his professional career, not known as a knockout puncher, but if he gets clean shots like that, somebody's going to go.
Ray's putting a lot of pressure on him now, but that's what he has to do. He has to keep that forehead right in Valdez's chest.
I'd like to remind our local stations once more that we'll have a 30-second station break after this 4th round.
Mancini's got to stop walking with this guy. He's got to start picking up the pace because he's just walking this kid to take him apart.
Left hand scored for Mancini.
Fighter like Valdez, the head moves, but the body stays there.
Head banging there. Mancini looking to referee Rudy Battle to break them as Valdez grabbed him again.
As you think there's any significance to the fact that they only brought Mancini in 2 days before the fight? He hasn't been on the scene?
Well, that don't do anybody no good. You got to be there anywhere a week before the fight so you get acclimated.
Mancini backing up Valdez with a combination. Dave Wolf, his manager's thinking was that he didn't want him in the cold weather where he could risk a cold. He's been training in Las Vegas and just arrived in Atlantic City yesterday. Said Ray's very susceptible to getting colds, and he didn't want him in this cold weather in the East. Under 30 seconds to go in round number 4 with Mancini on the attack.
I think Valdez is losing this round, Gil, and I think he might lose his pants.
Well, let's hope he does that at the end of the round. 30 seconds.
We don't deal in pornography, Angelo.
Final seconds of round number 4. Mancini awaiting the 5th round here of this 12-round lightweight title fight. Eusebio Pedrosa and Juan Laporte tomorrow afternoon. 15 rounds scheduled for the WBA Featherweight Championship of the world, part of our Super Sunday on CBS. Mancini scoring now, and he rocked Valdez with a left hand. Valdez comes back with a charge. Mancini able to elude those punches.
Mancini's strength is really starting to tell now.
Also, though, the crowd here pulling for Mancini, many of them, as we indicated, taking the buses and cars, planes from the Youngstown, Ohio area. No doubt in Detroit, 80,000 Bartolo, the owner of the 49ers, is watching Mancini. He's also from Youngstown and a big fan of Braves. Nobody wishes the 49ers luck tomorrow, although he's from Ohio. Right hand. Backed up Valdez again. Straight right hand.
But you notice how he grabbed? Gets himself back together. He's an old pro.
Julio Valdez can do no good by winging those punches, Bill. He's going to get nailed because he's throwing wider punches than Mancini. Mancini got a shorter left hook.
That's right. He can't punch with Mancini. His job is to try to box all the way. But Mancini just won't let him. Mancini's really putting pressure on him. A little bit low.
Hard right hand right at the belt buckle, and you can see Ray apologizing to Valdez. He knew it was a little low.
Mancini's coming at him like an express train now. There's no local stops. Just coming right in.
I think he got loose, Bill.
Yeah, I think he did too. This is round number 5, scheduled for 12. Tim Ryan with Angelo Dundee, Joe Clancy live from the Sands Hotel in Atlantic City.
A little bit of steam seems to have gone out of Valdez punches, too. He really dragged that right hand.
Under a minute to go, round 5. Blood from the nose of Mancini.
Making a mistake now, Valdez. Toe-to-toe.
Right hand landed from Mancini.
Toe-to-toe.
Valdez looks a little wobbly, a little glassy-eyed. He gets a warning from the referee, Rudy Battle, and takes another right hand and another to the chin. He's in trouble. Valdez smartly holds on, but he is a little wobbly. Mancini sensing it on the attack. Short right hand landed from Mancini.
Valdez is back punching with him. He shouldn't be doing that.
Final seconds of the 5th round with Valdez in some trouble here. Mancini missed it. Julio Diablito Valdez on the right of your screen in white, and some difficulty in round 5 against the North American champion Ray Mancini.
I was watching Artie Curley working over Diablito Valdez in the corner. Diablito caught my eye and said, what am I going to do? That's the way he feels right now. He don't know what to do with Mancini right now.
He just landed 2 consecutive rights to Mancini, but Mancini kept coming right in on him as he does here.
That's what is known as determination. That's what Mancini has. Determination. And concentration.
Trained by Don Turner with Curley and Joe Johnson also in the corner. His manager is Slim Jim Carruthers. Short right uppercut landed from Valdez.
Punches lack steam now, though, Tim.
Yes, they do. Mancini, as usual, working like buzzsaw self. Man with a purpose, as he knew he had Valdez in trouble in round 5.
Valdez is standing toe-to-toe again.
Valdez just landed 2 low blows. Gets somewhat of a warning from referee Battle. Valdez flat-footed now after moving well in the first couple of rounds, as we gave him on our scorecard.
He hurt Mancini with that last flurry. That's the first time I've seen Mancini hurt in this fight.
Took another left hand from Valdez, but Mancini just won't back up.
You know, you have to give a fighter like Valdez credit. He's 29 years old. He's been around quite a while. He can very easily slip into the class of just a tired opponent. But the kid's got plenty of pride. He's in there to win. You can see that. Doing everything he can.
Under a minute to go in round 6.
That's what you call experience, Bill, baby. This guy is a well-experienced man. For the first time, he's putting some hurt on Mancini.
Sometimes experience just becomes old age, though, Ange.
I should start singing memories.
Well, I was going to say, does that apply in your case to a girl?
I was talking to Angela. He's an expert at that.
Left hand for Mancini scores. Under 30 seconds to go. Down to 20 in round number 6. Valdez appears to me to be tired here in this 6th round, although he is clear-eyed and came back well from the trouble he was in round 5.
Well, you know, Mancini's doing a lot of work too, Tim.
Yes, he is. Final seconds, round 6. Round number 7, after a good start by the challenger Julio Valdez, the champion Ray Mancini, in defense of his North American crown, has come on the way we see it to win the last 4 rounds. Valdez had a point taken away in round 6 for low blows. Point taken away by referee Rudy Bell.
Tim, when the bell rings at the start of a round, Mancini runs across the ring and meets Valdez right in his corner.
Julio Valdez from the Bronx, New York, born in the Dominican Republic. Last fight, a first-round knockout in December of Radames Ventura, and a good flurry by Valdez scored.
It's the halfway mark, Joe. I think the last round, Mancini was trying to show me he's as tired as Valdez.
Well, as I mentioned, he's doing a lot of work too, Ange, but I think that Mancini's strength on just a couple of extra pounds he has given him a little edge as far as his stamina is concerned.
Right hand by Mancini just raised the chin of Valdez, or that should have been it. Valdez picked it up at the last instant.
You know, Valdez must say to himself, what do I have to do to stop this kid from coming in? Because he's hit him with some pretty good punches. Doesn't even slow Mancini up. Oh, now Mancini's bleeding from the nose.
We've had to swab it between rounds for the last 3 rounds, so that's common, as we mentioned.
And now he's starting to leak. Valdez must be like fighting an octopus. He knows how to grab. He seems like he's grabbing you with about 8 different arms.
Or take a breather. He just bores in there and looks for openings and keeps throwing them.
If Mancini wins this fight, Tim, he's going to be a much better fighter for him. He's getting a lot of experience in this fight. He's learning while he's in there.
He'll fight the winner of next week's WBA title fight, the World Championship fight here on CBS between Art Frias, the champion, the new champion, making his first defense against #1 ranked Ernesto España, Venezuela. It's here on CBS. January 30th. Tomorrow, the featherweight title fight on Super Sunday. Number 30 seconds to go. 20 now, round 7.
I believe those hurt them with those body shots, Bill.
Well, all the movement has gone out of Diablito now. Ange, it's toe-to-toe now, and as you say, he's throwing some nice punches in there. There's another good combination by Valdez.
Coming to the end of round 7 as Valdez rallying well. Round number 8. Again, Mancini quickly off the stool and lands a right hand to the chin of Valdez. The challenger in the white trunk with red trim. Julio Diablito, the little devil, Valdez. 29 years of age. Ray Boom Boom Mancini defending his North American crown.
The Valdez is what's keeping him in there, Gil, because actually he's moving his kid around, pushing him, shoving, pulling, doing every little trick in the book, and then nailing him in between doing that with some decent uppercuts.
You know, as you mentioned that he was bothering Mancini to the body. He threw one. Oh, a good right hand by Mancini. But he had Mancini flinching from those body blows.
I'd like to remind our local stations once more, we'll have a 30-second station break at the end of this 8th round. We're at the Sands Hotel in Atlantic City for this 12-round NABF Lightweight Championship bout.
Then there's some beautiful work going on inside there. Both fighters are very good at infighting. Keep their elbows in, throw their punches short. Very, very good.
Valdez, as we saw, won the first couple of rounds against a rather confused Mancini, but the determined, aggressive style of Mancini seems to have turned the fight in his favor, and he had a big 5th round, and then won the 6th handily and got an extra point from the referee for a low blow charge against Valdez.
Inside now. now Valdez is giving as good as he was taking. Or is taking. Let's put it that way. Maybe getting a little of the best of it right now.
Yes, he is. He scored 3 consecutive right uppercuts.
Nobody figured Valdez to fight Mancini toe-to-toe this way inside, and that's what he's doing, and not badly.
Under a minute to go, round 8.
Well, he's not getting nailed like he got nailed with that first right hand. The only figure, let me stay inside. I'm better off.
Short right from Mancini again, just grazed the chin of Valdez.
Valdez has got hit with some Sunday punches. He must be able to take some punch.
Gil, there goes experience again because he pulls with the shots. He rides with the punches.
Look at him take a little walk, too, while he's in there, man. That's what Mancini has to do. Rough him up and bang him.
Mancini landed a big right hand in that exchange. 20 seconds left, round 8. Both fighters scoring in the corner of Valdez. Coming to the end of round 8. A toe-to-toe struggle.
In these last 4 rounds. Do you understand, man? Win them big.
We're back here in Atlantic City at the Sands Hotel, and Julio Valdez, with a little rally here in the last couple of rounds, has closed this fight up, as we see it, into a fairly close situation at this point after falling rather badly behind, in our view, during rounds 3 through 6.
Mancini's corner told him to go out and win these next 4 rounds big, but he has to start using that muscle that he has. He has to start pushing Valdez, rough him up. This is a fight, not an exhibition. Do anything you can to win.
Mancini's taking a man-sized licking right now, Gil, is what I see. He's getting hit shots underneath. He's breaking broken half with the body shots. And he can't stay in there with this guy. He's got to push him back and nail him.
Well, that's what we said, Anthony. He pushed him there. He pushed, but he didn't wing. He's got to push him and wing him with those big punches.
Lenny's not throwing. I mean, the kid's not throwing shots, Gil, because he's protecting his body. Those body shots are really hurting him in there.
Mancini landed a nice combination that time. 2 underneath, 1 on top. Valdez seems to be tiring again. He must have got a second wind and now he's running out of it.
Scheduled for 12. Ray Mancini getting all he can handle, as we expected from Julio Valdez, defending his North American crown. Mancini landed a short left, but he didn't move Valdez at all.
Valdez got hurt that last shot was when he spread, and he really got hurt that last punch. When they spread their legs like that, Tim, they're feeling for the ground so they won't fall.
Well, he hung in and didn't back up. I didn't think that it had that much effect, but there's the trained eye of Angelo Dundee seeing the legs of Valdez. Mancini throwing short, sharp punches inside, but Valdez a difficult target to land a clean punch out. Under a minute to go in round 9. Championship action tomorrow. WBA World Featherweight title fight. Eusebio Pedrosa defending against Juan Laporte. Laporte went 15 rounds against Salvador Sanchez, WBC champion, and is coming off a great knockout of Rocky Lockridge in a decision following that. To remind our stations along the line, another 30-second station break coming up after this round. Super Sunday programming starts at 12 noon tomorrow. We'll have the fight for you. Figure skating, and of course, the big game. There's our attraction tomorrow afternoon on Super Sunday here on CBS Sports. The WBA Featherweight Championship. Eusebio Pedrosa from Panama against Juan Laporte from New York. Mancini races across and just stops Valdez with a looked like he was blocking in the Super Bowl game tomorrow.
Punch for punch. Toe-to-toe.
Left hand wobbled Valdez. Left hand from Mancini.
And he lost his mouthpiece, which is worse still.
Right in the beginning of the round, he's going to have to fight 3 minutes or less without that mouthpiece.
Round 10 with Valdez backing up and looking wobbly. Well, we had the scorecard fairly close. Defending his North American lightweight championship. Well, Mancini having difficulty in the first couple of rounds against a very slippery, experienced, and determined challenger Valdez. Came back to take the fight away as we viewed it through round 6, and then withstood a rally by Valdez to the deck.
Tim, there's something very interesting that happened.
So that was a good finish and a knockout victory by Ray Boom Boom Mancini. We'll be back here in just a moment. Let's go to Detroit right now and join Brent Musburger.
And gentlemen,
All right, the ring announcer, Ed Darian, is making the official announcement of the knockout victory. 59 seconds, round number 10. Ray Boom Boom Mancini with a knockout victory, defending his North American crown. Ray. All right, here's Ray Mancini. And Ray, that guy seemed to give you a little problem in the early going. He's a difficult guy to fight. It looked like it took you a couple of rounds to find the right rhythm for him.
Absolutely. That was before the fight. That was the scene. We knew he was a spoiler type moves. He's real slick. The main thing was not to get over anxious, patient. I did get over anxious a lot of times, but I think overall I did pretty good, you know. But he's a hard guy. Got a great chin. I hit him with some shots during that fight, man, and he stood up and he was firing back. He tried to stand with me, you know, and show me he could take it. I tell you, he's a terrific fighter. He's going to give everybody, you know, come back. I know he'll be right back here.
You took some shots too, didn't you?
Yes, I did. You know, I don't like this, you know, that's nothing I'm proud of. But, you know, in the heat of a battle, I'm champ. I want to hold on to my title. I'll do anything I have to do to keep on, hold on to it. And now it's that step for the title.
Ray, all right. Now you get a second opportunity to win a world championship. Your dad, Lenny, is right here with you. I know how disappointed you were after the loss to Arguello, a great champion. Certainly no disgrace for you to lose to him. Now you've got a shot against the winner of Frias and Espana. What do you feel about this one?
I think it's going to be a great fight. I'm looking forward to seeing it. To me, it don't matter who it is. Espana, I was supposed to fight now, so I'm ready for him. Frias, he's a terrific fighter. He's a champ, what can you say? But I think it would be a great fight between me and him. I'm just looking forward. Anyone who wins it, I'm looking forward to meeting him. I'm
okay,
ready.
Ray Boom Boom Mancini defending his North American title. Congratulations.